Ripping on two wheels.
Yo, peace. So, welcome back to another, I guess, I wouldn't say welcome back, but yeah, welcome back to Ripping on Two Wheels. So, I'm doing another fellowship, which I don't do very often, but I have done in the past. Doing another fellowship tonight with another YouTuber, content creator, rider, brother, and a fellow Texan. I'm doing a video interview with my man Kelly B. Glidden. So you guys stay tuned. You'll get to learn a little bit of personal information about him, get to learn what he rides, why he came up with the name for his bike, Kong. Stay tuned. Ripping on Two Wheels.
Ripping on two wheels.
All right, y'all. So welcome back to the Ripping on Two Wheels Fellowship. And like I told y'all in the intro, man, I got a gentleman on here who I've been following on YouTube for a while. Great content creator, overall great person, man. And he from Texas. Kelly B. Glide, what's up, baby?
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Oh, bro, you know, just hanging, man. Just hanging, just enjoying this rainy Georgia weather today. Wish I was back home in Texas.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good out there right now. You know, we had it all yesterday, man.
Yeah, most definitely. So, you know, I just wanted to get you in here, kind of just chop it up a little bit, brother. Like, you know, you're a rider, one that I'm always watching and just checking out what you got going on, and just you know, just following the journey through Instagram. We finally got to meet, not Instagram, well, Instagram and YouTube, but we finally got to meet face to face and hang out a little bit at Daytona. Hopefully we got some other things coming up that we'll talk about where we can hang out. But, you know, just kind of introduce yourself, tell people who don't follow you, because I know pretty much everybody that follows me probably follows you or have seen some of your videos or know who you are. But just kind of tell people who you are, what you ride, how long you've been riding.
Man, I'm Kelly B, man, from Texas, Tyler, Texas, baby. But by the way, Princeton, Texas now, man. So, man, I've been riding for just a little while. I'll be honest, man. I used to ride back in the day, man. I'm gonna tell you the little story. My dad bought us a goat car, but up the street, some of the guys had dirt bikes. And I wanted to ride a dirt bike, man. So, man, I used to sneak off up the street, man, and get on them dirt bikes, man, and actually taught myself how to ride it, man. So yeah.
You taught yourself how to ride the dirt bikes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's dope.
I just kind of watched them, how they was clutching and all that, and I just picked it up like that, man. I'm one of them kind of guys, I don't read directions, but I can just pick it up like that. So yeah.
Visual learner.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what tell them what bike you riding right now.
Man, I'm riding a 2018 Road Glide, man, and I'm loving it, man. I started out on a VTX 1300 Honda.
Okay.
So I rode that. I got that bike, man. I rode about 3 months, man. Did a whole lot of work to it, trying to make it into Harley.
And tell them what the bike's name. I know
my
the name.
Bike is Kong, baby. Kong. Not King Kong, just Kong, baby.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And we be pounding, man. We definitely.
Chest pounding, ground pounding.
Yes, sir. That. Definitely, man. Definitely.
So why'd you go with the name Kong?
Man, denim black, and I saw this picture. I wish I had the picture to put up, and I saw this picture, man, and my bike looked just like that, baby, man. He was kind of humped over, and the shape of his head was kind of almost looked just like King Kong head, the way King Kong was sitting. And it went from there, bro.
So Kong, you said 2019?
2018.
2018 Road Glide.
Yes, sir.
But I just seen some upgrades that you did. Just tell them, tell people what kind of stuff you got done to that bike.
Man, I done did so much to that bike. If my wife knew what I done paid. out on that bike. I'll probably be living outside, man. But man, you already know it's custom dynamics out all the way around, except for the headlight. That's the only thing that's not custom dynamic. That's Advan Black, the attack light that they have. So when that's that, and I just put a stage 2 on there as well. I went with the 3030 Star Racing cam, and I put the Chrome Works 4.5 on there, and I just put the Chromeworks headers on there as well. So man, and that baby is a beast. It sounds like Kong for real, man. So went with the Saddleman seat on there, the SDC seat, and have the LA Chopper Hammerhead bars on there. Man, it's so much on there, man. I we'll be on here all day talking about that, man.
What size bars did you go with?
I got a 12-inch on there.
12-inch.
12-inch, yes, sir.
And I think, man, that's how I don't remember exactly how I came across your page, but I know one of the first videos that I seen, I think you were installing some custom dynamic stuff on your bike.
Yeah, probably the plug lights that I put on there.
Yeah, it was some I can't remember off top, man, but I just remember you know, and it might have been on, I don't know if you've done, it was some kind of way I seen you, man, but I just remember, boom, like seeing you was installing the custom dynamics, and then I know Traveling Tall always does the custom dynamic stuff, so it just kind of went hand in hand. Me watching him, then I started watching your channel. Then when I found out you're from Texas, I was like, oh yeah, I'm tuning in all the time. Let me go ahead and hit that button. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you know, San Antonio, that's where I'm from. You know, and I just, you know, I miss home because I didn't get to ride when I lived back home. I didn't get to ride no motorcycle around.
Right.
And there's so many roads there, so many things, so many places to stop, and so many people to fellowship. I did rent a bike when I went home last year. I rode it for 2 days and just got to get out a little bit and just enjoy the town, you know, enjoy some of the back roads. But I see you all the time. You're out, some of your videos, you're out just at the was it Black Gold Harley Davidson?
Right, yeah.
I see you out riding and just fellowshipping with people. What do you like most about, you know, being able to get out and ride your bike?
Man, a lot of people don't understand it, man. When you just out there on that bike, man, you just free. It seems like you close to nature when you out there, on that bike, man. You know, I'm a truck driver as well, but I used to think truck driving was like that until I got on the bike and got out there, and just you feel the wind just hitting you in the face, and just, man, it's a totally different feeling when you're out there on that ride, man. I really can't explain it, man. I just enjoy it, man. And when I got my bike, man, a lot of people didn't want me to get a bike, man, but they didn't realize it's therapy, man. You know, we always say it's wind therapy, and I'm just loving it, man. I can't even explain it to you, bro.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I feel the same way. You know, it's you know, I had things that have affected me all my life, you know, and then when you deal with, you know, being a family man, being a husband, being a father, you know, working, all these things on a daily basis. And sometimes if you don't have anything to take your mind or take your, you know, take that stress or let loose that stress, man, you end up just, it feel like you just stop living, you know, internally just stop, mentally just stop living. So like riding the bike, it's almost like you flying almost. That's how I feel like it's the closest thing to flying. And it's just so much stress is relieved off me, you know, so much anxiety, you know, just that freedom to be in your thoughts for a moment, you know, and you know, just to unwind, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we went to Daytona, and I was, for about a good week or two, I had a lot of stuff going on at work, and just leading up to that, I just felt like the stress just piling up on me, just work,
you
know, my sons and you know, and just, you know, everyday life was just piling up. As soon as I got on that road that morning to ride, it's like I just felt 10 times better.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel
And
you, man.
was that trip, was that the longest trip that you've been on two wheels so far?
Yeah, that's the longest one, man. That's the longest one, and I enjoyed every bit of it, man. I'm not gonna even lie. Um, and I'll do it again, man. I'm looking to go back next year, man. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So
So
yeah.
what was the trip like? I mean, how was your, just kind of like recap it for me, and we'll recap your start until we got together. So so recap your start.
Man, my start, man, my family came, they saw me off outside, and I actually went down. My mom stayed a couple of nights, and just kind of kicked it with her. And that morning I got up and I bounced out of there, man. What's so crazy, man? I know a lot of people probably seen the video where I was headed on down, and it was a wreck, dude. That shocked me, man. There's never been a wreck right there,
Mhm.
and I had to turn around. And I know a lot of people, that follow me has heard about my brother passing, and
Peace to your brother.
then I had to go backtrack and go a whole nother way, and it took me by my brother's grave. But you know what, man? After I got past all that, everything was good, man. I needed to go by there because I hadn't been by there since he passed. And yeah, man, and that trip, it just helped me go when I went through there, shed a few tears, and I got on the bike and I moved on. And then I just started thinking of good thoughts, of the stuff we have done and me and my brother had been through. So, and just carried me on down the road, man. And uh, when I got on 20, man, I was in the wind, man.
Oh man, it feels so good out here. It's just kind of hazy right now, but it's good weather, man. I'm gonna have to take off some of these clothes because when I woke up it was kind of cool, but now, man, it's warm, man. So man, we finna get it, baby. So we rolling, man. We on 20. Next state, like I said, Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's get it.
I really enjoyed the trip, and then especially when I started coming toward getting closer to Shreveport and New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
Those nice roads and the nice scenery and stuff that was out there, man. I travel those roads a lot because I have to go down that way because I drive trucks. And matter of fact, I've been down that way 4 times this week. But 4 times this week, man. And just crossing over. I hadn't been to New Orleans since I was in high school, man. I take that back. I was about the 8th grade, man. And a lot of people don't know I'm a musician. So we used to have, and I'm Church of God in Christ, and we used to go down for a deal we call Chautauqua. So that's when all the churches come together, and I used to be the drummer. And I hadn't been down there since then, man. I was about the 8th grade, man. And yes, sir. And I really enjoyed it, man. Then especially when I hooked up with G now, man, it showed me around New Orleans. I didn't really get to see it like I wanted because we were still trying to take care of things so we can get ready and pull out that morning. But nice trip, man. No complaints, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Once we hooked up, I hooked up with you guys, and I was excited.
Oh
Me
yeah.
and GQ had been talking, and we had linked up when he came here. That was our first time, and then just from there we kind of like built our friendship.
Right.
But I spent that day, I rode down there with Iron Bread, Donovan Green, Ride Fit Nation. I rode down there with them guys.
Right.
I got to Tampa, hung out with one of my Army buddies, and then went to Orlando Bike Night at Ace Cafe.
Right.
Bro, I tell you, when I got to the Airbnb that night, I couldn't even rest. I couldn't even sleep well because I was just like so anxious because I knew the next day, like we was all gonna be linked up. I knew that we were gonna attend a Traveling Tall event, and it was just gonna be like this event where everybody was gonna be there, and so I was anxious. I was just like I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
And when I pulled up to that Traveling Tall event, man, and everybody was out there, Lady Will, Cycle Fanatics, all these guys, GQ, Cajun was out there. It just Joe Go. It was just, man, it was amazing. It was an amazing time, bro. It was an amazing time.
Yeah. Hey, that I'm like you, man. I was so excited to get there, bro. I was just itching on that bike seat riding down the road, man. Just thinking about all the people. Didn't realize that I was going to, you watch these YouTubers that's been doing it for a while, that I was going to run into Cycle Fanatics, Holy Shield.
Yeah.
And riding and wrenching and seeing Joe Go, all them, man. And Lady Will, dude, that was a great experience, man. I never forget that trip. That's why I posted that picture
Oh yeah.
on my community page. I never forget that trip, and then seeing Papa D ride.
Oh yeah, man.
Man,
Most
you know,
definitely.
you watch these guys doing their thing on TV, and you be like, man, one day you'll get to meet them. And it seemed like I met them all at once.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
man, you know, you know, when you on the outside looking in, you know, just, you know, I'm sitting here and I sit there and I watch these videos, and then you see everybody in their videos, and it's like, man, these guys are just larger than life, and you just
yeah,
like, you know, kind of like celebrities. But then when you meet everyone, it's just like everybody is just like you. They normal folks,
yes,
down to
yes,
earth, you know.
yes,
And you know, the next morning, the next morning when we took that ride, uh with Papa D,
yeah,
uh riding and wrenching, Joe Go, Q, Cajun, me, you, the other two guys,
right,
Santos, I forgot the other guy's name. But man, it when we got to that point where we just stopped, we went up to, I think it was what, the A1A,
yeah,
right along the beach right there, right along
yeah,
the ocean right there.
yeah,
Man, when we got to that point where we stopped right there, and we were just all, when we took the picture, man, it was, I mean, it was just like unreal, man. It was just like the most peaceful moment of that trip, man. The
yeah,
most reflective moment that I just, again, you took the picture, and it was all at that same moment, you know.
yeah,
And I captured that on my Daytona video. I put that I recorded, if you see where it breaks, it goes into the traveling tall, and then when I go into the next segment of that video, that ocean, I mean, just hearing that ocean, the way that ocean and waves are cracking right there, man.
yeah,
And then I look back over across the street and see you guys over there. Everybody just got their cameras out. We talking, we building, we network, man. It was just an amazing time, man.
hey,
It was
yeah,
an amazing time.
that was awesome there, dude, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. And what I was going to say about the riding and about the networking and connecting with so many people, I tell GQ this all the time. I say it's kind of like you know, back in the days, you know, they were talking about all the you know, during the you know, like the Jim Crow stuff, you know, a lot of the stuff in the 60s where they had the Green Book. I don't know if
Right,
you're
right,
familiar with the Green Book.
right.
It was a, you know, the book where it was just a book where black travelers can stop. Don't stop at this hotel, go to this hotel. Don't eat at
Yeah,
this restaurant, go to this restaurant. Don't
right,
travel through this town or this highway, take this highway, you know. And so I kind of look at the riding community, is so much diversity, but I
yeah,
look at the riding community in that same manner with the diversity involved, where you have, it's like you have a network in every, you know, all over the United States.
right,
You know, we come together, and you know, even with the Harley dealerships, you could pull into a Harley dealership, you're gonna meet somebody. You know, if you're on a trip, hey, I'm going that same, I'm going 20 East as well. Okay, well, let's ride from, you know, Shreveport to
yeah,
Jackson together, you know,
yeah,
and whatever the case may be. Like, and then like you say, you went to, you know, you went to New Orleans and hooked up with Q. So, you know, you got that, you go there, you know, you got that network. You come to Atlanta, you got me here. You go to,
right,
you know, you traveling somewhere else, you got, you know, traveling tall in Knoxville. You just built this, you know, community, this network, this toolbox. You know, you built this community all around the
right.
United States, and it's all because of riding these Harley Davidson motorcycles and just riding motorcycles, period.
Exactly, exactly.
You know.
I probably wouldn't know none of y'all, man, if it went for that bike and starting a YouTube channel, man. You know what, man? I didn't even want to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My son, I was putting on some lights on my bike, some custom down them lights when I first bought the back ones, don't go in the back. My son said, Dad, you doing all this? Why don't you start a YouTube channel? Like, YouTube channel? Hey, I said, all right. I went with it, man. And look where I am today, you know. I'm
Yeah.
meeting great people. I done met so many different people, man. It's crazy, man. And I'm gonna say it like this. I hadn't met a stranger on a bike, man. You
Yeah.
know, I done pulled up at stores and people just walk over, just start talking, man. What you got on this bike, man? You got some, man, nice looking bike. It just it opened up a lot of doors. I
Oh
say it
yeah.
like that, man.
Oh
That
yeah.
that you can network with all these different people, and and all the MC clubs, man. It's a different feeling, man. People, you know, people won't know until they get out there.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, get out there and actually do it, and you can't go out there and be in a, I'm gonna say it like that, a butthole. You got to go out there with the right attitude, man. So
Yeah. Because
yeah,
people want to
definitely.
talk to you. People want to talk to you.
Exactly.
They want to know about you. They want to shake your hand. They want to compliment your bike. You know, they want to just know what journey you're on at that point. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
I was just telling my wife that the other day. You know, and it was funny because we rode Saturday. We just rode around a little town here, and they have an area where you go over and kind of just, you know, it's just family orientated. They got, you know, it's outdoors. They got a little brewery. They got a couple little restaurants, a little park for the kids to play. And I told her, I said, you know, be prepared because you're on this Road Glide 3. It's a brand new bike.
yeah,
People hadn't seen it on the road and they're going to want to talk to you. So just be prepared to talk to you because it's going
yeah,
to happen wherever you go. Even once everybody sees that bike and see millions of them on the road, they still are going to want to talk to you. So be
yeah,
prepared to talk and meet people and smile and shake hands and
yeah.
you know, just all that, because that's what you're going to run into when you in this culture, when you own these bikes.
You sure is, man. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
so you mentioned, you know, meeting the MCs or hanging with the MCs. Have you ever thought about joining a motorcycle club?
Not really, man. I just, I said I thought about it, but I don't know if that's for me right now. You know, the way I work, man. You know, I'm 12, 14 hours a day in a truck.
Mm-hmm.
So, and all the commitments that they have going on, that they got to do this and got to be here. You got certain dates. You got to make these trips. I don't think I could do it, man. You know, I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying what I'm doing now, and I like being around them, man. I want to show the positive side of the MCs, man, because I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Back in the day, I used to be scared of when I see them. I used to see all them bikes
Oh
come
yeah.
at one time, and they got these vests on,
Oh yeah.
and movies never represented MC Club like they should.
The positivity.
Yeah, the positivity of it, man. They always showing the murder, the drugs, the sex, the killings, but they don't show how they work in the community and helping folks, man. They never show that part of it, man. So, and I just want to get out there. That's because you know what, man. I started my channel, man. I didn't realize what I was going to do with my channel. What was I going? You know, I didn't know what it was going to be about. Nothing. And then I started around with a group called Notorious Ones. And man, I started seeing a different light. I started seeing the MC clubs, what they were actually doing.
Yeah.
I used to sit down, I started sitting down talking with different clubs and finding out how they got their own businesses. They sending children to college and all that stuff. If you would go back and catch I think my King of the South, Little Rock, I think that second part where I sat and I talked with those gentlemen down there at the breakfast lounge down there, and how they was telling me how they put the children through college and what they have done. Man,
Yeah.
it opened my eyes, man, to seeing different things, man. Definitely.
Yeah. When I first bought my bikes, and I think I have it right here. I'll show you my vest right here. Because I always like the I always like the style that the clubs had with the vest, you
Right.
know, the leather vest. I'm a big fan of like patches and pins and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm kind of like you. I was always not necessarily afraid, or maybe it was afraid, but just I guess afraid of the unknown. Like I didn't know,
Right. Right.
you know, how to approach him, you know. And like I said, my brother-in-law, he was my brother-in-law's he's his, you know, God rest soul, he's Hispanic, Mexican.
Right.
So like knowing some of the people or hearing some of the stories of the people that he knew, I'm like, oh well, you know, that's not my but again, different class, different time, or whatever the case may be. But
Right.
I had this vest because I wanted to ride, and I have a brand called Wake, Pray, Live, Love. So I put that on there instead of like a, you know, a name patch or something like that. I put this on there like that. On the other side here, you know, I got my veteran stuff on there, you know, and then on the back,
Nice.
I got Street Glide on the back, because of course that's what I ride.
You know, there's supposed to be a road glide back there, right?
Oh man, hey, someday I might. Hey, these 2023s, man, I don't know, man. I might.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I got to support your local biker on there.
Right.
But you know, I reached out to a guy who I know here in Atlanta, and I won't say what club he's in or what his name is. And you know, I know him through work and everything like that. And he rides with a club. He's been in the club for a while. And I just reached out to him and I said, hey man, you know, is it okay if I rock this vest like this? And his first response to me was, no, don't wear that vest. And I'm like, well, why can't I wear it? He's like, because it's disrespectful to the clubs. And I thought to myself, I'm like, well, how is it disrespectful? He said, well, just the placement of the name, the name, and it looks like a club, and it looks like, you know, this and this and this. And I'm like, well, I don't even have nothing on the back but street glide.
Right.
He's like, nah, don't wear that. You can't wear that. And so I'm like, okay, well, cool. So I reached out to I was watching a video of FHO Big Sale.
Yeah.
And I seen his number on there, and I just sent him a text and I sent him a picture of the vest. Hey, Big Sale, you know, I know you are around a lot of clubs, et cetera, et cetera. I just started riding. What do you think about this? And his response was, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Wear that vest, rock that vest.
Right.
And then I also reached at this time, and this was like after the first, maybe the first or second encounter I had with GQ, you know, as far as like messaging each other. So I DM GQ, sent him a message, and I asked him the same thing. He was like, man, wear that vest. Ain't nothing wrong with that vest, you know? And so that, you know, hearing it from somebody who I'm watching travel cross country with the club and seeing that positivity that Q was given, and then hearing it from this guy, I immediately understood, like, you know what? I can't take everybody's opinion on clubs. I can't, you know, stereotype all the clubs. I got to take it from somebody who I see doing it physically, visually, whatever the case may be. And so I started rocking it, and I rock it I rock it sometimes when I go places. Never had no problem, you know what I'm saying? So that right there put a different taste in my mouth, you know, like, hey, okay, I see the positivity, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot with this biking stuff.
It is.
Riding period, you know, it's a lot. And like you mentioned in the beginning, it's expensive as heck.
Ooh, wee. Yes, Lord.
It's expensive as heck. So what's coming up? What you got coming up next, Kelly?
Man, I got the Black Wall Street rally, man. Dude, I got about 12, 13 people going. And I still got people calling me yesterday, man, what time you leaving? These are some more people just want to add to the ride. So the Black Wall Street rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. I went last year, man. This year my family gonna go with me, and cause it's really a family event, man. Yeah. I think some people should go and just see what happened.
Yeah,
back then.
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
So, and it's touching, especially when you go into the museum and you see all that stuff, man. It just, you know, you just gotta kind of hold yourself together.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't want it to trigger then that you get mad and just go out there acting a fool, but yeah, it just make you think, why did they do that to us? You know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But it's something to see. I say it like that. It's definitely something to see.
I've been to I went to Black Wall Street, not on the motorcycle stuff, man. I went to Tulsa. I'm a musician also. And I was doing a performance out there. And we ate at a diner, and then my buddy, he took us down. There's a wall right there. I don't remember what street we were on, but right where the highway comes over, and it's that main street right there.
Right.
And they got a wall right there, and it has a list of all the businesses that were in that area of Tulsa that were destroyed.
Right.
A list of all these businesses on this brick wall, man. And I didn't know at that time, I didn't know like a lot about you would hear Black Wall Street and different songs and
Right.
stuff like that. But I didn't, you know, a lack of knowledge and a lack of understanding of what had happened at that time.
Right.
I didn't know what was going. I didn't know where I was at until my guy started explaining. Oh yeah, this is, you know, this is Black Wall Street. This is, you know, this is where the Tulsa massacre took place, and you know,
Yeah.
and these are all the businesses. And he started pointing it out, and you know, this is was it Greenwood, Archer, and Pine, and this is where the Gap band was started, and that's what the Gap stands for, Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. And he just started running all this history down to me, man. And from
Right.
that point on, I made sure I educated myself on it, you know.
Yeah.
And these are things that, you know, again, you get to ride your motorcycle, and it just makes it that much more interesting and that much more like realistic, and it you know, it provokes a thought process to go to these places on your bike,
Right.
stand there, look back at your bike and realize, man, look how blessed I am.
Yeah.
But then you sit there and you take it all in of what happened and how far, you know, we've come, and we don't realize what some of our ancestors and our predecessors went through.
Yeah.
So,
Went through. Yeah. Definitely.
you know, definitely. Yeah, man. That's that. When is that that event?
That is the 12th through the 14th of May. So it's coming up real soon, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Definitely again.
Yeah,
So,
the
yeah.
12th through the 14th. My sister lives in Tulsa, man. I may have to pull a quick 3-day vacation.
Come on down here, Doc. Come on down here.
I might something like that, man. I might have to we might have to put it on the trailer, man, and get there and get back real quick.
Hey,
You know?
hey, do whatever you got to do to get there, man. Hey, I guarantee you enjoy it, man. They do it like last year, man. They had big concerts, like Fred Hammond was there, and a couple more other people, man. It was a nice event, man. You know, no drama, no trouble.
Yeah.
Nice restaurants you can go to, and just some nice roads to ride to, man. So definitely, man, it'll be worth coming. I'll tell anybody.
Yeah.
If you didn't make it, I think I told them in my video last year, if you didn't make it last year, try to make it this year, cause I think you'll definitely enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I may have to look into that, man. You know, I got this July Milwaukee run coming up with the wife.
Yeah.
She's gonna definitely ride that. So
that's what's
I don't
up.
know, man. I'm gonna see if I can pull something off. I may have to just roll by myself, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else you got? I know. So that's in May. What else you got coming up?
I got Traveling Tall in June. That's the 9th, 10th, and 11th down there in Knoxville.
I'll definitely be there for that.
I got quite a few people coming with me on that trip, man. People find out, you know, I kind of announced it. If you want to go, hey, come on. Hey, we ground pounding. We ain't stopping halfway. It's gonna be too much daylight.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna ground pound 12 hours from my house to down there. So I'm looking forward to that trip, and I think all the guys are really excited about going to that, man. Cause you know I missed the last 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to have been there already, but yeah. But I'm looking forward to this year. I won't miss this year. God, you know, say the same, man.
And I'm still trying to get you to go to this Milwaukee thing. I know it's close. I know it's, but hey, why not 3 in a row?
Man, I would.
Tulsa, Traveling Tall, and say it. Come on, say it.
If I had Milwaukee, man, the 120th, baby. Hey, if I had the time, man, on the job, I would definitely go, man. Cause I need at least a whole week to go to that.
Yeah.
Cause you know that it's gonna take a day. I'll probably do it in the day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's just how I ride, man. A lot of people don't understand it, man. How I ride, but man, cause a lot of people especially when I did the saddle sore coming from Daytona, man. People like, man, I couldn't have done that, man. They said you didn't eat, you didn't. I drank 1 bottle of water. People like, man, how you do that, man? I said, man, I come from I'm a PK kid. I come from where they fast, they pray, you know, my daddy can do it 40 days, 40 nights. I have seen him do this. And man, if you want to get through something, sometimes you got to push back and fast and pray about it, man.
Oh yeah.
And hope to make it to that next destination, man, where you trying to get to.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what I did, man. 17 hours on that bike, 1,085 miles. People couldn't believe that. Man, you didn't eat, man. You didn't do this. But I earned that saddle sword. I earned that IBA, Doc.
Oh
I
yeah.
got it, man. So yeah, definitely.
I bet you chilled the next couple of days too, didn't you?
Man, you know what, dude? I came in after that trip, dude. Took me a shower, had a nice plate of food over here, dog. I ate good. I went in there trying to watch YouTube, dog. I think 5 minutes I crashed. Hey, I was out of there like a light, bro. I was out of there, but man, I was overwhelmed. I was happy, man. I was definitely happy, man.
Yeah, man.
Them long rides on them bikes, some people don't understand it, man. They really don't. I'm thinking I'm good, man. We came out of Daytona that morning, man. I'm thinking I'm good. I'm gonna make it home. I'm gonna get there. I knew I was gonna get here safe anyway. But dude, I didn't know I was finna run into a storm, bro.
Oh my God, this is crazy. It's crazy to me, huh, y'all? But you know what? I feel good after it's done, man. I feel real good after it's all over with. Your boy is soaked, y'all. I'm cold and soaked.
That storm, dude. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: if your mind ain't right, you ain't focused on trying to do that, you'll stop. You'll give up. Cause I'm tell you, when I exited off from GQ and went up toward Montgomery, bro, and I ran into that rain, and them clouds got dark. It was lightning. I wanted to give up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even lie, man. I just started praying, dude. And I was on the bike. I was saying, Lord, why you bring me this way? Cause I thought I was gonna go through New Orleans.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, Lord, and I just kept questioning God. I just kept questioning, why you bring me this way? And I was saying it out loud too, man. I didn't record none of it. And I was just saying it to myself out loud. Why, Lord? And then the rain seemed like it was just getting harder and harder. And the lightning. And I was like, Lord, just why? And dude, by the time I got to, I think it was Vicksburg I seen, Jackson. And bruh, it started clearing up. I started questioning God. I said, God, I see why you brought me this way. But at first, man, it looked like something where you just want to stop, give up, park that bike for the night, and get you some rest and start out in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's always a reason. It's always a reason God sent you a certain place, man.
He had you.
Yeah.
He had you. And I, I feel like, you questioning him, but like you say, that's why you took me this way. Yeah. And he always got a plan for you, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to go through that. What my grandma used to tell me, it's always, it's a fact, but it's always darkest before the sun come up.
Right.
It's always the darkest before the sun come up. And that's the same way God works. When you think he ain't there, it always get dark. That struggle get a little harder. That weight get a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
And then boom, it's smooth sailing from then on.
Smooth sailing, man. It was, when I say it was smooth sailing, Doc, it was smooth sailing after I got right there, bro. And when I made it to 20 and I seen that sign said Monroe, Louisiana, I said, I'm home, baby. I said, I'm home, baby. Straight 20 all the way up, man. It was a blessing.
You hit that, you get in there through Monroe. You kind of got that stretch before you get to Shreveport. But man, once you get to Shreveport, you right at the house. Then
I'm
right at the
right
house.
there at it, man. Yes, sir.
That's how I used to come when we used to drive back and forth, man, to back and forth home. When I see that Shreveport sign, I come down across that little bridge, and it's a Loves or something at that last exit right before you cross the border.
Yes, sir. Right there in Greenwood, right there.
Boy,
yeah.
See that Loves? I say, here go that. I'm looking for that Texas sign. In I'm looking for it.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you already know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro. Sir. So, besides the traveling tall ride, any more upgrades? Any plans for another bike? Any of that stuff?
I was out there finna get ready and shoot a video, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I thank God for a guy named Curry, man. He's the CEO of Figurati Designs. I bought some swing arm covers off of him for my bike, and that's my wife sneezing. And he called me, man. He called me last week. He said, man, I'm gonna send you something. Cause I had seen man, y'all gotta definitely check out. I gotta give him a shout out now, man. Y'all gotta definitely check out Figure Rider Designs. I always say he's made motorcycle jewelry for your bike, and you can customize it how you want it.
Figure
And
out.
he sent me some over for the bike, man. And I was shooting a video today on it and showing this product, man. Great product, man. Can't go wrong with it.
I think, does he make the tank badges also?
Man, right now, I know he does the lug nut covers. He does the timing cover. He does the swing arm. He does guardian bells. He does the little lock for your seat. And he has different stuff, like if you was in the service,
Yeah.
he got swing arm covers and timing covers and all that, man. That's why I say y'all check out his website. And
Figurati
man, got great
Designs.
product on there. And
Figurati
man,
Designs.
and he's a great dude, man. Him and his wife, man. I feel like I hadn't met him personally, but man, just him calling me, reaching out to me twice, man. Even when I first done the first video, he called me and he said him and his wife was sitting in the bed, and he was just gonna check out some video. He saw I did the swing on cover. He went and got my number from the receipt and called me personally, bro.
Yeah.
And that kind of shocked me, man. And he called me the other day just out the blue. He said, "I'm sending you something." He said, "Just give me a shout out." And that's what I'm gonna definitely do, man. Cause great dude, man. It ain't too many CEO people of companies gonna reach out to you like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not.
I love the small companies, man. Like you say back in the day, the mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they just like us. They everyday people.
Yeah.
They got something that they're trying to do, and we got something that we're trying to do. So I like to call it, collaborative economics or piggyback promotions. We all just, it's a matter of all just helping each other,
exactly.
and keeping, our businesses thriving and keeping our, our worlds going,
Right, definitely.
And that's why I look up to you guys so much, man, because it's, you guys have, given me a reason or inspiration to keep going,
Right.
because I wanted to stop. Seriously,
Yeah,
I wanted to stop doing the YouTube. I was like, between, working and family and all that stuff, I just felt like, what do I have to give? What do I have to give to the YouTube world? What do I have to give people who are out there riding? And, I just feel like, and people follow it, and it's just like, sometimes I feel like, man, is this real? Like, is this many people really interested in what I'm doing, what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what keeps me going, to see, to see that from Daytona, from it going from 380 up to 554 or whatever, like the subscribers, like, okay, like people are really interested. And I like to talk to people when they comment on my videos. I like to respond to them, because it's like, that's what keeps me inspired, seeing you guys continue to grow, seeing your channel go from 1,800 to 2,500, whatever the case may be, seeing GQ. Remember we were sitting on the couch, and he was talking about 10,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. Yeah. And I mean, literally, we were just sitting there, talking about this. And I told him, I said, oh, you at 70. He said, oh, I don't think I'm at 8,000. And I looked on there. Yeah, you at 7,900 right now. Right. 2 days later, you at 8,000. Now, almost a month later, now you at 10,000. So
10,000.
Like I love to hear it. I love to see it, man. And it just, man. Like, it just keeps me going. So, like, it's you guys who inspire me to keep it moving. I respect everything that you guys do. I've embedded myself deeper into this culture and everything because of you guys. Right. So, I respect you guys. I love what you guys do. Keep it up, man. Definitely keep it up. The content is great.
Yeah, man. Hey, sometimes it get hard to come up with content, man. Then you wonder if people gonna really watch. I'm kind of like you. Is you gonna say anything to be able to help somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and you get weary sometimes. You be like, man, I was like you, man. I just wanna. At one time, I just like, man, I ain't gonna do this no more. What for? What? Yeah. But after I realized, and you start, like you say, you start reading the comments, and that's why I'm like you. I like the people to comment, see what they thoughts or what they thinking. Give me some feedback. so I know what I need to do next, or where I need, what I'm not, if I need to change something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I appreciate. If people would tell me like, hey, we love this video, or I'm still new to the Harley world. I haven't done any and that's because I don't really trust people touching my cars or my bikes, but I haven't done any work, engine wise to my bike. And so like I'm still new to this. And watching you guys and then hearing people's feedback is what kind of keeps me going. Okay, well, what do you think about this? I was just talking to a guy the other day, Chris Glides and Low Rise or something like that.
Chris Glides and Low Rise. Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah. So he has the Road Glide 3.
Yeah.
And I and then it's another guy, the same guy that he was talking about on one of his videos, Donnie Wiseman or Donnie Weedman or something like that. Like both of them have Road Glide 3s.
Yeah,
and so that's helping me. Yeah, that's helping me. Like, okay, so I see where they're going with their Road Glide 3s. And even though it's my wife's bike, then I can help her kind of make a decision on, hey, well, maybe you should get this, or maybe we should try this, or maybe we should, or look at this video. I'm seeing those guys doing things to their bikes. And so that inspires me. So I reach out, comment on theirs, they comment back on mine, so it's just all it's just that network, man. It's just building that network, building that toolbox up,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I like that, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I done made so many friends and out of just riding this bike, man. I was telling my wife, I said a lot of friends I used to deal with, I don't even see them a lot no more. I don't even talk to them. I feel like I'm going to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the people that I'm dealing with now are on that level. And I'm looking at all of us coming together, man. It seems like we all going up together. Like you said, we building that bond. And we all just, we outside of YouTube, we call each other and talk to each other, encourage each other, man. That's a blessing, man, to meet people like that, man.
So tell everybody, man, cause I'm not gonna hold you no longer. I know you gotta get off and eat and get ready for the day and spend time with the wife and everybody before the day is over.
Yes, sir.
Social media, where can people find you?
Man, you can find me on Kelly B Gliding on IG. That's the Instagram. Kelly B Gliding on YouTube. And I do have a Kelly B Gliding email as well. I use it for, a few business things, but most of all I use this other one that I just gave you. Yeah. That's where you can find me at, man. If you in my area, you want to ride, I done had so many people hit me up. Hey, hit me up on my IG or my email me. I done had a lot of them that email me, they show me their bikes and everything through email. So, man, I'm happy about that, man, that people are actually reaching out and want to ride with me, I'm glad I'm doing something that they maybe they see something in me, Yeah, so definitely, man. That's where you can reach me.
It's that, man, I'm telling you, it's that inspiration. And that's how I've come to know you guys, is just, just networking, man, and just reaching out and being inspired by you guys. So
exactly.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
You, man. Appreciate you having me on here.
We rolling, man. We rolling.
Yes, sir. We definitely rolling, man. You know it. Hey, matter of fact, hopefully soon I have my merch done. So I'm gonna get it set up on my YouTube and Instagram and website, so people can start getting their merch, man. Yes, sir.
Hopefully, we get to we'll cross paths soon, which I know we will. We already crossed paths, but we're gonna cross them again. Hopefully,
yes, sir.
If I can't make Tulsa, I'll definitely be in. That's a 4-hour ride to Knoxville for me. So we'll definitely link up there and slap and dap and ride and do all that good stuff.
Yeah, have a lot of good fun. Tall says it's gonna be big and better this year. So Tall, I'm looking forward to it, buddy. Most definitely.
Yeah. And Tall, man, I told Tall at Daytona, and I told Matt, shout out to Matt.
Yeah.
That Road Glide 3. I was looking at it, and you see what I got in my garage now.
Yeah, you went home, made it happen. That's what's up.
Man.
Hey, all you gotta do, you gotta speak it into existence, man.
Manifest it, speak it into existence. That's right.
Exactly, man. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, man. God, hey, like you say, God gonna bring me through it, man. Cause that payment, boy. Woo.
Hey,
God, why you put me through this, God?
hey, Hey, cause he know he know you can do it, man. He know you gonna be able to take care of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
So yeah.
All right, brother. Well, you have a good night. Appreciate
right,
your time, man. Hey,
Definitely.
if y'all haven't already, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on my man Kelly B Gliden's channel. You'll find some great content. He a great dude. He got some videos for you that you might learn something from.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem, bro. Peace out, and we'll talk
Yes.
soon.
All right, man. Have a blessed night, man.